Hi there, my name is Michael Stewart and I am not Tom Volpe. What does that mean? Why am I saying that? Well, you might not know the story, you might have been there, you might not. But last week at the North East Expo at Newcastle Falcons, I was asked to step in at the last minute to do a session on search engine optimization. Unfortunately, the guy that was going to be doing it, Tom Volpe, wasn't able to make the session. And so the organisers asked me, as I was about and not doing anything, whether I could step into his shoes and do a quick seminar presentation on search engine optimization. Now, I'm not a search engine optimization expert. My name is Michael Stewart. I'm a business growth and marketing specialist. That means I help businesses by sitting on their side of the table, helping them to grow and get marketing communications which will help them to get a bigger and better business. So, search engine optimization is certainly one of the tactics that I think is crucial for a lot of businesses. Now, it's important that you recognise that I said there a lot of businesses, not all businesses. So, I didn't know the content of what Tom was going to talk about, so I took the opportunity to give my perspective on what search engine optimization is, and I'm going to give you a very quick summary here. It's only going to be a few minutes long. Remember, I was talking for 30 minutes at the North East Expo, but I hope some of these points will be useful to you, and if you want me to expand on them or want me to talk about how search engine optimization might fit into your business, by all means get in touch. Okay. Search engine optimization. The first thing to understand about that is that search engine optimization, along with any number of other things that you could do in your business, is a marketing tactic. That means it's something that you could do to create demand in your business. It's the same as email marketing. It's the same as advertising on the back of a bus. It's the same as TV advertising or doing social media. These are all tactics and channels that you could employ to build your business and to get your message out in front of customers. But here's a few things that you need to consider before you can make the decision that search engine optimization is for you. I want you to think and to make sure that you've answered some strategic questions before you start answering the question about whether something is the right tactic for you to employ. So, the first question that you need to get to the bottom of is, what are your business objectives? Now, lots of people say, well, I want to grow my business. Yeah, but we need to know by how much. If your business was £500,000, let's say, and you want to grow it to 600,000, you would think that marketing has to deliver you £100,000 worth of customers. Well, that might not actually be true. It may be that by growing your existing customer base, they're going to deliver you 550,000 anyway. That means that the marketing gap and what marketing has to deliver is only 50,000. What's important now is to understand how many customers that is and what the pipeline and conversion cycle of that looks like. So, if you need £50,000 worth of sales, is that one customer who spends £50,000? Is it 50 customers who spend £1,000? I don't know what the dynamics of your business are, but you should know. You should know what your average customer spend is on an annual basis. And that's going to give you an idea about how many customers you need. What you should also know is what your conversion rate is. So, how many proposals convert into how many pieces of business won? The next question is, how many meetings do you need to do to get so many opportunities to quote to get so many pieces of business? The third element of that, or the fourth element of that, is then perhaps how many inquiries do you need to get so many meetings, to get so many proposals, to get so many pieces of business? And maybe then, how many visitors do you need to your website to create so many inquiries, to create so many meetings, to create so many proposals, to create so many pieces of business? That's about understanding what the dynamics of your business are and what your business objectives are. So that's crucial. That's question number one. Question number two is, what does a good customer look like for you? Define, if you could only choose one customer, the best customer you could possibly have, what would they look like? Tell me where they live. Tell me what sort of business or person they are. Give me all the information around what does a good customer look like. Because it's crucial that you talk to the right people. Because if you don't talk to the right people, what chance have you to get them to convert and buy your product? Because you should have designed that product to suit a certain person. Now that's the person that we need to be speaking to. So we need to understand and define that. If you don't have that very, very tightly defined, that's a piece of work that you need to do. Third question is, why are you different and better? Okay, lots of people will tell you when you talk to them why they're the same as you are, or your business is. It's not about why you're the same as your competitor business, it's why you're different. Because people will finally make the decision about whether to buy from you or from them by what makes you different. It may be a certain difference that your product has. It could be a difference in service. It could be a difference in how you provide the product to them. But that difference is what is the criteria on which they make a decision. So you need to understand why you are different from your competition, and crucially, what the benefit of that difference is. Okay. So imagine if you don't have that defined already, you're probably, when you're sat in front of people or in the marketing materials that you're doing, you're probably saying the wrong things. So think back, we've already talked about talking to the right people. Now we're talking about saying the right things. Okay? Imagine, no wonder your marketing doesn't work if you talk to the wrong people and you say the wrong things. Wow, no, nobody's marketing is going to work under those sorts of circumstances. But what's this got to do with search engine optimization? That's a big question. Absolutely. Well, when we know who we need to be talking to and we know what we need to say, then we can look at our array of marketing tactics and make a decision about whether the best way to put that message in front of that group of people is search engine optimization, advertising on the back of buses, doing email marketing, any number of things that you could do. So, with a business objective and an audience and an understanding of why you're different and better, you're in a position then to sit down and start to talk to somebody about search engine optimization and give them a really, really clear brief. Remember, we've talked about how much business do you need to win. £50,000. You'll have defined whether that is 10 customers or 100 customers or whatever number it is. That's the brief that you want to give your search engine optimization expert. Now we come on to the next part of search engine optimization and my belief about how you should do it. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't do DIY dentistry. I go to the dentist. I'm sure you're the same. Search engine optimization, it's like dentistry. I wouldn't try and do it myself. Not in any serious way. If it is a tactic that can deliver you lots of business value, then give it to somebody who is an expert in it. Now, experts range from one-man band sat at home right up to an agency that could have 150, 200 people. But beware, there are hundreds and thousands of people in the search engine optimization space who don't know what they are doing and certainly don't know how search engine optimization fits into the bigger picture. The great news is, though, that you do, because you know that it's about them understanding your business objectives and your target audience and being able to define then for you what your opportunity is. If the agency and the expert that you talk to cannot talk to you in those terms and start to quantify what the opportunity is for you and what you'll get in terms of a return on the investment that you make in search engine optimization, then I would walk away from them. So that's my number one tip. Get yourself an expert, because this is like dentistry. Don't do it yourself. Remember now, there are a massive range of people. Your large agencies are going to charge a lot of money to do search engine optimization, but that might be the right solution for you because of the size of business that you are and the size of volume of customers that you need to drive to your website. The other end of that scale is a one-man band doing search engine optimization. But I would recommend to you that you only talk to a one-man band or a small agency if that's got somebody leading that agency or that one-man band that understands how to have that proper strategic discussion with you about where search engine optimization fits into the bigger picture. Once you sit down and you've had a conversation, and I would recommend you have a conversation with 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of them, until such time as you've found 3 that you think are really understanding what your business is about. Then you're in a position to ask them for a proper formal proposal about what the opportunity is and about how they can help you. Then it's a case of choosing one of them and starting to work with them. And I would suggest that you work with them for 3 months and that you set a review at 3 months and you start to make a decision about whether this is working for you and starting to deliver for you. I know that it's not going to be optimized completely. It's a marathon rather than a sprinty search engine optimization, but equally you can't keep pouring good money after bad. You need to know that we are at least making progress, and they should be able to demonstrate that to you. If you're not comfortable and confident that you are getting a return on that investment and that what they are telling you is correct, then you need to think about walking away from that. The third element that I just want to talk to you about from search engine optimization point of view is about creating great content. Now, when we say great content, I just want you to think of one thing when we're talking about great content. I want you, in your content that you create for your blogs or your vlogs or whatever it is that you're creating on your website that is great news, etc., I want you to put yourself in the shoes of your visitors, those great customers that you want to attract. And what you want to be doing is thinking, what questions have they got going on in their heads? Now, there are websites that can help you with that. Go and have a look at askthepublic.com. That's all one word, askthepublic.com. You can put in any search term there and it will give you some suggestions of questions that people are asking about that are search related. Okay? So, remember, it's about creating content that answers those questions for those people. If you do that, you're going to be creating really juicy content that search engines will recognize is very valuable for you. So there are all the technical elements of SEO, and I'm not going to go into the details of that now because that's what your expert supplier should be able to help you with and should deliver for you. But equally, they should also be talking to you about the content that you need to be creating, the terms that you can and win on that will drive you the traffic that you need, and then you can start to pull together a proper search engine optimization strategy and get some real value from what can be a very, very powerful channel for some people. It's not for everyone, and you need to make a decision about whether the money that you invest is wisely invested. So I hope that's been useful for you. I hope you understood why we need to answer those strategic questions, which are important for all of your marketing. I hope that's been, as I say, I hope that's been useful for you and just a little bit of insight into how I view search engine optimization and what the role of it is in businesses like yours. If I can help you with anything else, don't hesitate to get in touch. My contact details are in the notes below this video, which you will find below the screen here. If you've enjoyed the video, what would be great is I'd love to hear from you. Send me some comments, tell me what's going on with you, and if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments as well and I'll try and answer them for you. If you've liked it, give me a like. That would be fantastic. It's really important to me to try and build this channel and for it to be valuable. So give me a like if you like this video. And the last thing that you can do is that you can subscribe. You'll find there's a red subscribe button down here on the screen, down the bottom here. Go press that button, and then what will happen is that we'll keep you updated every time we add another one of these marketing short type videos onto our channel. Okay, thanks for watching. It's great to see you, and I hope to see you again soon.